That we were speaking to some of the organisers earlier, and they were saying that it really is a light show when it comes alive, and it's a sight to behold. So can't wait to have a look. You can see some of them now coming around Cafe Corner just before the start-finish line, nice and sideways as we've been seeing all day. But that standing water on the right, it's getting more and more prominent, Anthony. So
stay clear of it. Puddle.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a puddle. Go through it. Yeah. So. Again, the order for the top 10, black flag going out there again. Was that the Diggers had a black flag earlier?
I think they might have just had a warning earlier.
Okay, so it was a warning earlier. The visor warning going out to the Outlaws as well. Now, I can understand why a visor might be up in these conditions, fogging up of the visor. Yes. Very prominent happening with the wet conditions out there. But of course, you can't have your visor up during racing. You know, you could get a stone, it could flick up or anything like that. You could get something in your eye. So, you know, it's much safer to have your visor down, even if you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Just give it a wipe. Quick wipe,
yeah.
Put it down. There you go. Job's a fly.
Well, we noted one driver, didn't we, in practice driving around. It seemed like he had a very fogged up visor. It was almost matte white.
Yeah, it was matte white. It's just that I don't think that driver can see anything. There's the number 12. That is the WTF one, guys. They are currently in 5th place. And again, I was trying to look for an armband there, and I didn't quite catch it. So, not sure who the driver is there at the moment, but if we get to see a picture of them, I'll make sure I get a very close look at it. Oh, there we go. And it's still close. Oh, it's green. So was it green or yellow? So we'll try and find out who that driver is. He's probably got a name on his suit somewhere. As they've got some yellows. I think that's one of the marshals trying to recover someone. So further down, so the number 12, I think, is that Jimmy Broadbent? Is that him in that one? Is that the green one that I'm looking at? Or is it James that we're looking at?
I think it's James. I think he's got James written on just above the visor on his
helmet. Okay, so
it's
it's James Baldwin. So there we go. Can't take the sports drivers.
Yeah, he's got the Veloce overalls on.
Yes, yeah. There we go. It does. Unfortunately, we don't have any notes on that team, so I only can tell you the driver's name. But of course, we're all familiar with the WTF1 brand and who they are and what they do. So yeah, very interesting team to have there. There's the number 18 car just behind them. Of course, they're not battling with these guys. That's one of the back markers there. Misfits Mafia in 24th place. So they're just getting past them. But they seem to be all on their own, the WTF1 team. Not battling anyone at the moment. They have got a gap of 1.2 seconds behind them and 1.3 seconds in front of them. So yeah, they're battling no one at the moment. But yeah, we'll see where it goes in the latter part of the race. There's the cart just in front of them. That is the 19. Now, we were talking about them earlier. That was HWV Racing. Now, they're now up into 16th place. They dropped down the order. I think they got down to 20th at one point. So they're on a good recovery drive at the moment. They are currently I'm going to have to go old school here and count my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're at 5th place at the moment in the Clubman class. So, no, really interesting start from those guys. But the top 10 now, or the 10th downwards, have been lapped already.
It's incredible pace.
It is incredible pace from Brentwood Banter. They really are flying out there. There's the number 29 having a bit of a touchy-feely moment with the Kart 4. Now the number 4 car is Sim Design Racing. And they are in 9th position. They are 8th in terms of the Pro Kart Series. There's the number 8, 5, 22 and 21. They are a mix there, so the 22 and the 21, 22 in 25th place, Hook 1, another one of the tag teams. And then we got Crash for Close. Oh no, sorry, Cash for Close. So if it's Crash for Close, there you go, Crash all the time, you can make modes. So that's Cash for Close, Kent. They're in the number 21 car in 27th place. Their last lap time, I think, was a 1:17.9. A few personal bests coming in further down the grid, 28 and 29. Your last second place teams, they're 1:14.9, 1:15.4, so they're improving their times massively there, as we saw there from 1:20s earlier. But on the screen, still got close contact here between the 4, 3 and 21. Now the 3 and the 4, this is Team Camo and Sim Designs Racing. They are battling for position, actually. This is the battle for 8th place, so this should be an interesting one to watch. We'll see what they do as they go through this very tricky corner, horrible corner. Track limit warning out there for the number 8 Outlaws. sure this corner is amazingly dry as they go through that all nice and cleanly. And you can see them out the window now as they're going very wide into one of the hairpins, and it looks like he's got the cutback and he's gone down the inside. Is that the number 4? Side by side, bit of contact again. No, he can't quite do it. It slots in behind them. There's another battle again, just further behind of 29 and 21 as they are going through there nice and steady. These guys, you can see, they're still that 4 all over the place, trying to get past the number 3 carts. That's Sim Design Racing behind Team Camo. 2 of the pro carts, number 3 and number 4 in 8th and 9th as they go across the start-finish line. As there's a spin again from the 23. That's hook 2 on the line, so hopefully he didn't spin on the loop and get a really good lap time.
Yeah.
You know, spin backwards across the line, go back across it. Yes, 6-second lap time. Fastest up of the race. Is there a trophy for that? No, so they have now gone back across. But there's the number 7 cart and the 28 going down the inside into hairpin 2, or hairpin 1, sorry, so that's turn 3. Hairpin 2 being turn 4. That's the next one that they've just gone around. There's the number 21 as well. And that's the Cash to Close Kent in 27th place. Big ugly cuts here, going through turn 7. Time sweep, doing a very nice corner as they go down into Pullmans of turn 8. That is an incredibly tight corner. The track map that I'm looking at really doesn't give it justice. It's much tighter than that, I think, when you're actually out there.
Oh,
there's some
race leader there.
Yeah, that's the
number 8.
Yeah, race leader there. Now that is the race leader lapping 5th place.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because only a lap ago when we saw the number 3 and the number 4 carts of Team Camo and Sims Design Racing battling, they were... Oh, actually, he's dropped down, sorry. Outlaws have dropped down to 9th, so he must have had an issue for him to get lapped that quickly.
Ah, yes.
Otherwise, that would have been an unbelievable pace by Brentwood Banter, but we wouldn't expect anything otherwise from what we've seen so far. But that battle between the number 3 and number 4, they were just ahead of him a little bit earlier. So Sims Design Racing have managed to
get past,
well, they've managed to sort of stay away from him so far and survive being put a lap down, but you've got to think that's not going to last much longer. But Team Camo, they were quite high up earlier on, racing with Bromley Racing, but now they've sort of slipped down the order gradually, haven't they?
Yeah, and of course you do see that in these conditions, but it's cold, it's wet, and you know, some of the drivers, we've been going nearly 40 minutes now. And you know, 40 minutes is still a long time in these conditions. You know, you're out there, you're in the elements, your hands are cold. You know, these drivers are probably not wearing thermals underneath those gloves. It's just those gloves, and they get wet and they get cold.
Yeah.
And you know, you start. Yeah, no. My hands are lovely, clean warm. But let's be commentator. You're in the wrong job, guys. Right, here's some of the other drivers. Can't see the numbers just yet. There we go. There's the number 10 and number 11th. Now this is the battle for 11th position. Now this is Team Big. That's as much as I'm going to say. And the Diggers in the number 11 car having a very close battle there. In terms of lap times, the Diggers are much faster in terms of last lap. Last lap from the Diggers was a 1:11.3 compared to Team Big with the 1:16.1. So massive advantage there from the Diggers. But they are 1 lap down from the race leader at the moment. Less than a second between them as they go across the line. Where we are now, there's the number 16 and 21 again. Hook 1, or hook 2 I should say.
The Diggers have got ahead by the look of it there.
It does
going
indeed.
to the right hander. Number 18 was with them there. Number 23 is around again. I believe that is hook 2. Seen them around a couple of times now, so really struggling the conditions.
Oh,
little
heavy contact. Yeah, so that's probably going to be a contact warning there for the number 10. I know that they were saying in the briefing, you can't have contact like that into a braking zone, and that was definitely into a braking zone. That was not a love tap. That was a whoops tap as they go in through hairpin 2. Which is turn 4 on the circuit. But still a very close battle, very sideways there from the number 10. That's big, Team Big. But the Diggers really struggling to get by them. They're trying everything. They're going to the inside, outside, trying to switch by. Are we going to see a move down the inside here? No, we're not. So he stays behind, but he tries to cut back as they come through this corner now. They're outside our window, very sideways. They're all over the place. So the number 10s, the Team Big, they've got a very exuberant driving style. But of course, in these conditions, that's probably what you need as you go across the line. Now, has the number 11 got the inside line into turn 1? They're side by side. They knock bumpers. It goes wide. It gets the cut back again. So the Team Big stay in front, but he's got the switch back again. So 11, the Diggers have got it. Have they got it into the corner? No, they haven't. They're still behind as they go through hairpin 1, which is turn 3 into hairpin 2. But here they come now as well. Into hairpin 2, they've got the 21 in front of them. It is a back marker, of course. Steady, boys. Don't knock him out the way, but he's got the inside line, has the diggers. His hand goes up in frustration, you know. He's got all that contact out there. It's really not ideal as they're coming down now into turn 7. Oh, and there's a spin. That's the 21, so the 21 now is out the way. I'm not sure if that was due to contact from one of the other carts, but the 21 goes off. Now, here's the 10, and also here's the number 9. So this is the number 9 car, second place. So this is second place trying to get through this. So they were trying to lap someone, but they're also being lapped themselves. But they've managed to get past, so that is Club 73 Racing has managed to get past these 2 carts of 10 and 11, probably running in 11th and 12th, that's quite helpful. But as they go through Cafe Curve now onto the start-finish straight. Now, can 11 get past it? Can the Diggers get past Team Big? They've been trying for so many laps. We're 40 minutes in. Can he do it? As we're going now into hairpin 1 of turn 3. Very exuberant again from the number 10. And the number 11 just holding that inside line. Now you see, it looks like he's got a much smoother driving style, and it seems to be paying off for him, but he just can't get past.
Yeah, he's really, really trying it, but the thing you've got to think about is that we've said it multiple times already, that the outside line's working for them. To come off that and try and go down the inside, all you're going to trigger is more understeer when you try and get the move done. So you've got to just really be strategic about it. Oh, the 10 making contact with the back marker there, going through Simon's sweep.
Looks like the 28. No, it's the 29, sorry.
So that'll be the white racing car.
Which managed to get past.
He's
just spun. Oh,
just
nearly.
missing the 11. The Diggers, that would have been a heart-in-your-mouth moment there, because he doesn't want to lose any time to the cart in front here. But as you were saying, Team Big, really exuberant driving. I mean, we're watching him now out the window come past us. He's completely sideways all the way around Cafe Curve. But that's where he might be losing time. You never know in these conditions. It's all about the momentum. Well, so it could be one or the other.
It's an interesting driving style because, of course, in these conditions, yes, it might be quicker. But we're seeing that the smoother style is definitely working from your race leaders, and of course the number 11 car is trying to get past. But when it comes to trying to get past, that is the difficult part, because he's so exuberant and he's throwing the kart sideways. If you give him a slight tap when he's sideways, he's going to spin. Yeah, he's going to spin, and of course that's going to be a black flag in a racer exercise or in a driver's eyes, and that's definitely not what you want. But they have definitely opened a gap at the moment, so he's going to try and reel in that gap again. But Team Big still in front of this battle for 11th place. 2 of the pro teams. The last lap times was actually faster by Team Big in the number 10 car, but only by about 6/10 of a second, 7/10 of a second. They were quicker, but it looks like visually that gap's actually already closing again. So the 11 has caught back up. This battle's not over yet.
No, definitely not. And to be fair, closest 2 carts on track at the moment are these boys, and it's just outside the top 10, but Jibtech, they're going to be really grateful for this, because they want to focus on going after the LMS team and trying to catch back up. Just an update as well on HWB, they are now 15th, so they've gained another position from what I remember. They're the last car to be 1 lap down. After that everyone else is 2 laps down, and then even if you look at the bottom of the top 25 on our screen, 23rd place is even 3 laps down now. So Brentwood Banter, 35.8 second lead, but then Club 73 have only got about 3 seconds to Bromu Racing last time they crossed the line. So very very close between those guys, but we continue here to look at the number 10 and 11 of Team Big and the Diggers. Diggers still really going hard here as they come through Simon's sweep then. Chuck it in. And they've got a bit of traffic starting to form in front of them as well now. That's the number 7 machine, that's Badger's Best Racing in 18th position. But you can see, like you were saying, Anthony, the gap is closing gradually here. A little bit wide there from Team Big through the right-hander.
It's number 7 as well, sorry, yeah, just keeping an eye on the back of him. Of course, these guys are lapping. He does go wider there, but he's still got the position. Now he goes wider there, and the number 10 very sideways. This is all playing into the hands of the Diggers in the number 11. They've managed to close that gap. Contact warning out to number 23, Hook 2. They are further down the field, I think 28th, I believe.
Oh, there's contact between these two. He's down the inside, is the driver for the Diggers.
He's got it. Is he going to get the switchback again? He does. That number 10 gets back to the inside. He's got the inside line again into hairpin 1. There was yellow conditions there. I think they just got cleared though, and he's given the position back. Yeah, I think there was some yellow conditions I saw out on one of the strobe boxes, but they had just cleared. But he lets the position back through, which is good, and he tries to get that switch back again. He's got the inside line as they're going through this very fast section. Flat out in the dry, I believe.
Yes.
Very much not flat out at the moment.
No.
Don't do that, chaps. But as they go down into turn 7. Getting this moment here. A couple of drivers in front. The number 10, has he got back in front again? No, he hasn't. No, so he's still behind. So the 11 car now, head down, try and open that gap, try and break away, and try catch. Well, it'd be the number 28 car. It's the next car of the road, but of course they're in the Clubman series, so it'd be the number 8 car, the Outlaws, that they'd be next on their list that they're wanting to get. And you can already visually see that gap massively opening up as they go past our window as well into Cafe Curve. So as you can see, now they've got in front. I'm curious to see the lap time difference as they go across. Diggers move up. There we go. 1:11.2. 1:12.3 from Team Big in the 10 car. So there you go. Now they've got in front. They're putting their head down. They're thinking, right, let's on it. To give you an idea of how much time they've got to gain towards the Outlaws, in terms of that, I can't actually see. Oh, okay, yeah, so I can see a difference there. So they're 5 seconds away from Jibtech, and Jibtech are 22 seconds away from Outlaws. So, yeah, there you go.
About just under 30 seconds then for the game, which...
Just under 30 seconds, yeah.
You never know, really. That could happen. One little spin, one little instant somewhere, that could all change very easily.
Exactly. And, of course, we've got the pit stop starting already, so the fuel bay is open, so carts can now actually enter the pit lane to refuel. Not sure why you would.
Yeah,
but
they were brimmed, weren't they, before?
Yeah, they were brimmed before this. Black flag going out to Benedict Racing, the number 2 cart. They are in 13th position, 1 lap down. But, yeah, definitely, again, not ideal. The number 10 on the number 1. Now, this is 12th place on 3rd place. You definitely don't want to be battling them, guys. Oh, and there's a spin just in front of our windows. The number 26, one of the Clubman cars. And that's zoom ahead. They're not really zooming ahead at the moment after that spin. But it's the green wristband. I'll try find out who that driver is. We'll name and shame him. Zoom ahead with the green wristband, Steve Warmington. No information. But we have got why they came down here, and they were just want to finish and enjoy the event. Well, that's a nice thing. Yeah, exactly. There you go. So, guys, enjoy it. Enjoy your race. Of course, wet conditions, but all the best for you for the rest of the time. Bit of contact there between the number 1 and 21. So the number 10 tries to slot in behind as well. The number 10 definitely, again, I don't know why he's battling him. It's not his race. You know, the number 1 car is in 3rd position. Number 10 is in 12th place, guys. Don't have a battle with them. I mean, of course, feel free to follow them. You know, follow their racing line. They're in 3rd. They're doing much better than you. So, yeah, well, why not tag on to that? There's a spin there, 28 cars.
That's Jibtech.
It is indeed Jibtech. So that was the number 11 who wanted to get by him. So that's the Diggers now moving up into 10th place. Next on the list is Outlaws. So Jibtech really struggling there. The Diggers are the team on a mission at the moment.
Yeah, and the number 10, you can see their Team Big are trying to still go with them. The gap hasn't opened a massive amount at the moment, but they're really been a thorn in the side for Bromley Racing at the moment. They want to go chasing after the number 9 of Club 73, but you've got to think, though, the driver for the Diggers won't know who it is chasing. You can't really go and check behind like we can. We know that it's the number 1, but maybe he thinks it's the number 10 that's trying to get by. You never know.
Yeah, of course. In terms of helmets, though, they're not identical. He's clearly wearing a white Arai. The number 10 was wearing a black motocross, but other than that, you know, they're racing. He's got a fogged up visor, you can't see. But of course, the number 1 car, they were told, of course, in the safety briefing, you know, if you're racing a black number board, that's a different class of team. But that's obviously a yellow board, so as far as he's concerned, that's someone he's supposed to be racing. You know, he's in the same category, but of course it's 3rd place that he's racing and not anyone else. So he should really be letting this driver through. Bromo Racing at this moment, 7.8 seconds behind Club 73 Karting, who are in 2nd place in the number 9. So they're trying to get through. A little nod from the driver there, I think, he's gone past one of his teammates showing him something. But we'll have to see that. I can't see if he is there. As they're going up the hill now into Cafe Curve. Getting onto that curve there. A couple of back markers just behind. A couple of black numbers, the 15 there and 16. So 15 and 16. Now they're not racing for position either. The 16 is Team Time Attack. They're in 17th position, and Team Cup 15 can't actually see on my leaderboard, so they are a bit further down, I think. So
yeah, I believe they're one of the last teams on there.
Yeah, I think 7. So yeah, that's the last place car in 29th place. And so the 2016 trying to get past that, but that, of course, is playing into the hands of the number 11. The number 11 getting involved in this one. Come on, 15. Let him bite. There we go. He's got the inside line now. And, of course, keep an eye on. You've got a couple more drivers just behind you, so steady on as you go. As they're going down the hill. Now the number 11 has switched back, but now he's on the outside for this corner. That wasn't really ideal.
He's lost momentum there.
He's lost momentum, and the number 1 kart's coming across. And of course, he's battling him now. Don't battle him. He's in 3rd place. Let him by. You're not racing that person, but of course, I don't think he knows that. So
you don't want to take any chances, do you, really?
No, of course, as they're going through, it's the 15 getting sideways, the number 1 taking advantage and going down the inside of Cafe Curve onto the start-finish line. So that's the number 1 making a move done from 15 as he runs very wide, goes over the track limit line and has managed to lose that position again to the number 15. So number 1 really struggling, though, actually, with the conditions. But, of course, it's just trying to get through these back marks. If you're off the racing line, it's
around goes the 15 again.
Yeah, I don't
just out of turn 1.
Yeah, I don't know if that was due to contact, but of course very slippery. If you've run wide and put the power on that curve, and it looked like another spin was going to happen there as well.
Really sideways, weren't they?
Yeah, not too sure. Oh, we've got a spinner as well at Paddock. Paddock spinner, as he's just recovered. I'm not sure who that was. I saw an orange wristband as they're going now.
I think it was the 25.
I think you might be right. There's the 15 again after an early spin, and nearly spinning again there on that camera. And I think it was the 24 that spun.
25 just happens to be behind him.
Yeah, there we go. So 24.
Oh, and around there.
Oh, was that the number 11?
It's not. I think it's one of the Clubman carts that's gone around. It's the number 18. I believe it is.
Good spot. Good spot. Yeah, number 18.
Misfit Matthew.
Yeah, we're running further down the field, aren't they? 24th position at the moment.
The 11's back with the 10 now, so it's Team Big are actually back in front of them now. They've overtaken the 1 and the 11 again, so
how did
the
that
tables
happen?
really have turned here now, Anthony.
I'm a bad commentator. I didn't see that happen. Where did that happen? But yeah, so that's the number Team Big in the number 10 kart. They've got back in front of these two. Black flag going out to WTF1. Now there's a Twitter for you.
Yeah.
Get a photo of that Instagram.
Yeah.
WTF1 got black flagged. But there you go. So track limit warning going out to XLR8 Racing. For overtaking of the yellows, actually, was the black flag for WTF1. Naughty. That's definitely not what you want to be doing in this. So the 11 kart's got back in front of the number 10. That's good. So these guys really jostling for position in these tricky conditions. There's the 16 up there in the background there, or the foreground, I should say, going for a spin. As the yellow flag conditions are back out in the latter part of the circuit down at Paddock. Sure why, but it looks like they're already cleared. Hand going up to the number 10. Not sure what happened. I was looking out the window and not at the stream. Is it contact?
I think it's just because he was going to go for the move onto the yellow.
I
think
see.
the 11
no,
was,
I think Juice is just saying there was some contact as well. So yeah, probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
And it's just like not on in these.
Not happy.
Now, of course, we may see a driver warning come up shortly. The 11 kart back in front, and the number 1 kart really struggling to get past these guys. I'm not sure why. He's the 3rd place driver. He's qualified 3rd. And there's your black flag going back up again for the WTF1. But he's got the inside of the number 10.
I think it's another one,
Is it another one?
I think it's the second black flag that we've got.
Is it? That'd be amazing. So
they're really not going to be happy about that.
So they've got a black flag at 6 minutes to 3. And then at 4 minutes to 3, they got another black flag. Maybe they just didn't come in. And they got another one put up. Yeah, so maybe that one. So that number 1 really struggling. The 10 going defensive again. Not sure why. You're not racing this chap. Let him by. Of course, it's the yellow banner. They don't need to let it. Well, they do need to let him by, but of course there's no blue flags. They're not been told on that. It's the 1 tries everything. He's got the line now into Paddock hairpin as the 31. Shake of the head there. Also visor up. And I think he's just recovered. Sorry, this is my race director side coming out. So race director another circuit. I said, get your visor down, bud. So these guys, we're almost an hour in. Can you believe that?
It's flown by.
I know, it has flown by. I'm sure the stream have all stopped watching because they're fed up with my voice and gone, God, I've been listening to this guy for 55 minutes. I'm fed up with him already. How long have we got left of him? So the number 1 kart has managed to get past. Track limit warning to the number 23, Hook 2. Again, they're further down the field in 27th place. Track limit warning flashing up on my screen. But the number 1 kart getting past the number 10. There's your 24 and 23. And there's your commentary. Chaslington, Draycott. What a name.
Yes.
What a name. And Anthony Jordan. Anthony Jordan's a pretty boring name, I would say. But it works for me.
I sound like I should have Lord at the beginning.
Lord Chaslington. It works actually.
The third.
Okay. The 3rd, yeah. Lord Chaslington the 3rd. No, excellent. But further on, it's very sideways through Cafe Corner there. 17 putting the hand up saying, sorry about that. Yeah, no idea racing. It shows. But there's the number 5. That was harsh of me, wasn't it? There's a number 5 kart there. They're one of the pro teams. That's XLR8 Racing. They're currently running in 7th place. Their next team that they need to catch is Outlaws. It's the number 8 in 6th place. But last lap time is very different between those two teams. Because I was about to yawn there, but it went away. The XLR8 Racing team with a 1:12.161 was their last lap. Outlaws with a 1:10.4. So massive differences. But then I say that, last lap for WTF1, actually, no, thinking about it, they just had a penalty, haven't they? So their lap time was a 1:40. So they've obviously come into the pit lane for that 20-second stop-go, slightly extended. But there's the number 5, very striking liveried helmet. Bit of chrome on that.
Yeah,
it's a bit chromey, didn't it?
There was a bit of chrome. Just adds to it. I mean, we were discussing what sort of helmet designs we'd have actually before the event.
I would definitely go for just a full clear chrome, because then when you're racing in sunny conditions, it blinds with the other competitors and you've got the win. And plus with the stream, you get very noticed.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly. Yeah, it's easy to spot and easily identifiable. And we actually discussed another karting sort of persona that we have in common between us, Mr. Piers Pryor, who we know of. Actually runs a bright pink helmet most of the time.
I've just clocked something. Sorry, I've just clocked something. This is the 17 and 5. They were actually battling for position at the moment.